Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Hey, I'm sitting here looking at this old international truck. I had one about like it. That is a 7,000. Mine was a 66,000 something. That looks like a 345, and that dude sitting down here in the woods junk. Yeah, I'd say it's a 345 or a 404. Looks like that's a 345. It could be a 404. Yeah, I had one about like that. Yeah, that's a 7,000. That's got the big nose and everything on it. But it's a 70 model, I guess. But anyway, I'd like to thank all our new subscribers. We're going to talk a little more about growing up in the Appalachian, logging, and probably get into some of the myths and some of the truths about the Appalachian and the stories that's been told, what's true and what's not true. I don't know where that road goes on to. You have any idea? It looks like people will ride it. And we was going to do this the other day. We got some snow down here. We still got some snow up on top of the mountains, but the roads got so bad that we couldn't really get out in the way out in the mountains. That's really where I like to take in, because y'all like to see the videos. Y'all like to drive. I see something right here. Here's an old 60 something Chevrolet. An old 60, that's a 63 up, guys. 66 down, we'll say that. 67 to change body style. It's a 66 down, I don't know, it might be a 65, 4 or 5. But it looks over at the mountains. Yeah, we're way out in here, ain't no long. We got in here where my wife's family come from. You actually didn't come from here, but your family did. Up to the local cemetery. I need to go back out in the country and shoot some and tell about. I really don't know much about this. This is down here we're kind of on the Tennessee and Kentucky border right here. It's still Appalachian though. It's a real pretty country down here. A lot of four-wheel riding stuff goes on, and a lot of sightseeing, a lot of trail riding and stuff. Ain't that a pretty place right on up here? Let me fix this camera, because the camera stuck up 2 miles high. There we go. Make y'all dizzy. I was going to get some of the myth and some of the truth about some of the tales that's been told and stuff. And one of them was that I'm going to show this off right here. Then I'll get into talking. This is beautiful right here, guys. Then we'll go up the holler and come back and go up Sandy Valley. This is pretty right here. I can get it here on camera. Yeah, I know it's just a cold. I mean, you did one day, didn't you see that? No, there's no signal here. Yeah, we're going up Dry Holler right here. A lot of people come up in here.
You should ride me for.
Oh, well, they still do. They ride over into Tennessee. Come out in Powell Mountain, Tennessee, where you come out. It's quite a ways across there. It's a day's ride, I reckon. A hard day's ride. That blue that water is down there. It's pretty. I'll smile, Mama. Got you a little bit on camera. You laid back there trying to get off camera. Well, we get to talking here in a minute. We're scenery looking. But one of the myths was that, what was it we watched another day on a show, and they said they had a myth in Kentucky. Bigfoot never was a myth. We never was taught about Bigfoot or nothing like that. There was, I mean, I don't know where these people get that stuff at, but there was one that they always hollered, and that was the Black Panther. Now that was true, and still yo people still yet to today will holler about the Black Panther. Ain't no Black Panthers. I don't know where they come up with it, but it's a myth. There's no Black Panthers. Don't tell my mama that now. She'll tell you different. She'll tell you they are Black Panthers too, and they pack babies off. Well, I ain't never been up there. The old log house building born there. That's old. There was. Yeah, we going up in some hollers here now. Indian country. Ain't nobody up in there much. But yeah, they really believed in the Black Panther. That's one myth I always laughed about. I said, well, ain't no Black Panthers. Yeah, they are too. I said, no, they ain't. They cut them trees up firewood there. Yeah, they just sprang right here. Yeah, well, William got her on 4-wheeler twos on this road here. That's where you wrecked that back of kill. There lift him out. There's a church. Church has been a long time since it's been up here. But anyway, yeah, Black Panther, that's about the only myth. What was it they kept saying on that movie show the other day that they was it the Wild Man? Wolfman. Because he's in Wolf County, Kentucky. Right there, the spring, yeah. Wolfman, yeah. Wolfman, that's what they called it. Ain't no Wolfman, there ain't no Wolfman. Panthers and bears. Some of them call them painters. Painters and bears. Black painters, they get you now. Ain't no black painters. Now, they are bears in here. We seen one up in here not long ago. Ain't plenty of bear in here. Wild hog down in this part of the Wayne County. You may get to see something like that up in here. One big family owns all this country up in here, and that's all they do is just log it. I don't know how many thousands of acres they own up in here, but it's a lot. They about just log on their own land year round, unless they find a boundary somewhere else to cut. They stay on their own property. The one back there had that triaxle truck. Yeah, they steal some snow up on top of the mountains. They might get shot at, but yeah, they tell us not to go out after dark or whatever. You know, you're gonna get into the painters and be out, or the panthers, black panthers. Well, however you say black painters. Black painters way they say most of the time, but it's all me. Is that little house you was talking about over there?
No, the
next to that.
Staying all the time.
Yeah, I'm talking about you out in the middle of nowhere out here. About
That
right there, yeah. Yeah, about.
it didn't look like that.
No, you're about 25 miles out of nowhere. Probably had a wooden bridge back then too. That's where they had the pay lake at, ain't it? They tried to have a pay lake there one time. Yes, and no man laying up in here. But yeah, these. Ain't me here. What way do we go? Not that road. Yeah, it's where Stinson and all of them from up in here. I don't know, the Stinson Road. But we're driving, not doing much talking, are we? Yeah, we've been doing a whole lot of discussion about logging. It goes pretty good. I go get a mind freeze on what I'm talking about. But yeah, I believe it was Wolfman they said they had in Kentucky. I've never heard the legend of Wolfman in Kentucky. The legend of Black Panther, and you can see we're climbing elevation. We start getting in snow here. Higher on this hill here. It's probably the North Hill over there, I'd say. It's snowy. It's covered in snow. I think a lot of people still live up in here. I mean, I wouldn't want to. It's just too far out, really. I mean, this modern time and stuff, you gotta live. And used to back years ago, they had grocery stores, and you know, you get what you need in these places. They probably had a post office and everything up this dry holler right here. This one little community called Dry Holler. You know, they had probably everything you needed. You know, a lot of country up in here. Beautiful old. Well, I can block it with that. It's a pretty old place there. And like I say, a lot of logging goes on up here. I do know that. Four-wheeling and stuff. A lot of government got a lot of land up here. Then there's that lease, that company come in here and bought all the ground. They set flaggers on the pole. Well, they lease them out to deer hunters. They own that mountain right there. They do. They'd have to, because the rest of that down through there would go to them ones I'm telling you about. Thousands of acres they own in here. And that, I don't know who that company is, East Anderson, Hardwood and stuff. They buy up everything in this country. Then they lease it out to deer hunters. You can get 1,500 acre tracts back there leased out to hunt. Here's where they used to park the creek on the four-wheeler. This is where they parked that day. William and them wrecked up here. That's a pretty nice house up in that holler there. We out in the sticks now. We out in the boonies. Way out in the boonies. I don't know how much talking we get on this, and it'll be just mainly sightseeing, but I will say the Black Panthers are a myth. Are there even such thing as a Black Panther? Not a Black Painter. I know there's no Black Painters, but there might be a Black Panther, but there's none in eastern Kentucky or southeastern Kentucky. It's just an old legend, no wise tale. I think they parked right down there that day at William and them wrecked. It's right before you get to the church house up here where they wrecked that. But they had a long way to take him out all the way back out to 200 there to the road. They didn't think he'd live. He wasn't hurt as bad as they were. He was hurt bad, but not as bad as they thought he was. Yeah, it's a long way to get back to Marcella, probably 20-something miles at least. But yeah, we hear stories about Black Panther running them old people. Would tell stories about them running them all the way home. They'd have to tear pieces of their clothes off and drop them. They'd stop and smell. Oh Lord, these old timers now, they could tell some ghost stories. Don't think they couldn't. These places was haunted or hanging, however you want to say it. I tell you another word they use a lot. Well, no, it came right back there because here's the church. Here's the church, and what's his name brother lives on up there. He's the one, him and William, one wrecked together. There's the old church building. They're tearing it down. Dry holler Jesus' name. He was all oneness people up in here in Ballis County. There's the old church building. I saw everything in the way of the car. That's the old log building there. You see it there? They put in more. But everybody in this county is main totally Baptist, but it's in the county right here. It had some Jesus only people.
I hope you didn't run over no nails.
No, I sure didn't. On L.A. Parker. It's a big old church house they built there in the middle of nowhere. I guess it got quite a few comes up here to it, but it's a Jesus only. But the biggest part of the county is Baptist, especially out in my end. It's all Baptist out there. And this end right here, they Jesus name. They up in here and it's holler Jesus only. Angie's family come out. A lot of them come out Jesus only. I'm not a Jesus only. We are Trinitarians. And some of them pretty good people, but right here's where William wrecked. Right down this hill right here. Right here. There's where William wrecked, I think, right in here somewhere. Right around this, right there, where I showed you on that hill, right here on this hill. That's where you got hurt at. It's bad that time. They was coming back to the truck park down here with the four-wheelers. But no, we're not Jesus onlys. We're Trinitarian. But I have went to church with the Jesus only people. But they all about it when they up in here. About it all your grandma and them was Jesus only, wasn't it? Yeah. I was right. Well, I was raised Southern Baptist, but I ain't what I am. But that's what I was raised. I mean, that's all they were out there. Well, it's the only part of the county that wasn't Southern Baptist was up in here, and they Jesus only, or oneness, however you want to say it. We get called them oneness. Modern day old timers call them Jesus only. If we don't know what I'm talking about, well, I know the difference in the doctrines. Their doctrine just don't quite line up with the Bible. We'll just put it that way. They use certain scripture to get it from, but there's more to it. They don't see that the identity of Christ is in the Godhead. Identity of Christ, however you want to say it, it's in the Godhead of the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. That's what makes him. Yeah, I'm gonna lay off. I don't understand it when God said, "Let us go down and make men." Who was he talking to? Himself? Alright, I'll get off the oneness. But anyway, most people on my territory anyway. But that was a little different, and they getting to be some Mennonites and Amish moving back up in these hills, ain't they? Not now Mennonites, not Amish. We ain't got no Amish around here. I got set straight on it. Amish is from an Amish territory. Mennonites is not from Amish. They're from Anabaptists, is what the Mennonites are from, Anabaptists. And Mennonites are about the same than the Amish. They log in the parents. They got logs along the road up there to get the trucks in and out. The Anabaptists is where the Mennonites come from. We always said they come from the Amish, but they didn't. But they got some of them coming up in these hollers and building stuff. But it's way out even for the Amish. This is. Like I say, you go across them mountains through there, you'll come out Powell Mountain, Tennessee. They got one place there across the holler. They got an old car hauler truck bed laid across. You drive across it to get across the holler. Like that guy over there bought him a half a load of old rough logs to make firewood out of it. tell you what, they don't. Yeah, it's a lot of four-wheeling riding out in here. That's mainly what goes on out in here. There's a lot of four-wheeling riding. Here come the dogs and stuff. But
Getting with it.
getting with it, yeah, they are. Hey, it used to be a wooden bridge there, didn't they?
Yeah, they redone it long
Oh,
ago.
they got the county busy there, didn't they? Somebody did. They had some county pool there. Get that done way out in here. But they can get out my old home place, or where I was born and raised at. Where I was definitely born and raised at, and shoot some videos. I can tell us more about the country out in there. I don't know nothing about this country. Just maybe the third or fourth time I've been up in this part of the county, but this is a very southern end of the county, ain't it? You know, right, if you look at the map, we're right above the Tennessee line. And Wayne County does join Tennessee. It joins Pickett County, Tennessee, and Scott County. I think that's Scott County joined that, ain't it? Then it goes over in Pickett County just in a second. But you get out here and you get in trouble, I guess you just have to fend for your own, because it would take the police about an hour and a half to get up here to you. They like to never got up here that way. You might do that ambulance and stuff. They took him out an hour, lifted him in Knoxville, which it would be closer to the UT from here, you know. But hope y'all enjoying the ride. When I get out here around home, and I can tell a whole lot of stories. Right there's a boundary line too. There's going to get paint there orange. A lot of these big logging companies come here and bought all this land up out in here, and they lease it out. There's some old timber cutting, stump jumping. But yeah,
I got out here one night and it pitched dark. 4 o'clock quit on me.
4 quit.
Mm-hmm.
Right from my house up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just
It was spooky.
yeah, it's a spooky place back there. There's a 4 truck going up in there. Yeah, it's a spooky place back here in the daytime. It's kind of spooky. They spooky. Wait till people start telling you old ghost stories about these places. Well, another one was that they'd see a headless woman. Now, that's out in my end of the country. I'd have to get out in that end to tell you all them stories. The headless woman. Because it's a pretty good white oak off that bank right there. A little spot right there they logged out there. Just a few trees. But the headless woman brought them down off the hill right there. And, yeah, there's a headless woman walking down the street, and the old Civil War guy. Now this in the country, I don't think it's probably a lot of Indian artifacts in that creek and digging around in the ground. I'm sure you dig up a lot of arrowheads. But now in our end of the country, where I was born and raised, that they was some of the Confederacy. They got a cave out there they hid the women slaves in. They call it the woman's den. It's just a hole down in the ground. It opens up into a big room. They hid the slaves out in there. You know, when they all headed north back in the Civil War. But now, because we're more towards, well, we'd be east of Mill Springs, and the Battle of Mill Springs was a big battle, which it's partly in Wayne County too. Wayne County is a beautiful county. It's probably one of the prettiest counties you could ever ask for. The hills are not hardly straight up and as down as they are over in Harlan and very far eastern Kentucky, but they're, as you can see, they're pretty good mountains. But you got plenty of deer and plenty of wildlife and up Sandy Valley. You ain't never been up through here?
Yeah, we need to go home.
Well, you go home, man. You ain't far up through here. You have to turn around and show me the mountains up here. That's the house empty. Hey, wouldn't you sell fruit and produce up here? There's no low old skidder they got tore apart there.
I like that house.
See? It's too far out. There's no skidder they got tore. Don't John Deere skidder they got tore apart there. 440 looks like.
That's
Yeah.
not too far out.
Oh, dude, it's 4 times further out Cedar Hill, isn't it? It's pretty shots up through here in the mountains. I'd say a house not for sale. I wouldn't be out here. It's too far out. You wouldn't live out here if you was out here. It's a long ways out, man. I don't know how good a cameraman I am. There's a cliff. Now, there's a lot of cliffs around where I was born and raised at. It's all, well, there's still snow on the ground here. Over in Turkey Creek country, it's all it was cliffs. and stuff. That's where the panthers, they lived around the cliffs, you know, the panthers. But they're a myth. There's no such thing as black panthers. Black panthers. I'd say black panthers. Yeah. I'm saying it right now. It's all a myth. You can make one ride and come back out on this road up here. Circle back around. But there's a lot here in the Appalachians. But I would say, not to be biased, just I'm not saying it's the best county to live in. It ain't got much government, but Wayne County's a pretty county. You got the lake, and you got the mountains. You know, you got Lake Cumberland, which is to most people is absolutely beautiful. And why would you want to move off pretty Lake Cumberland and plumb back here in the mountains with nobody at? That's where they sold the fruit. You put your money in there and they set the fruit in there. Yep, that's that old man woman too. Yep, people come all the way up here to buy fruit, plum and Marcel. That's a long ways, all the way up in here. And you just put your money in and get whatever they got there. They trust you, you know what I'm saying? They go tough gardens. It's called Sandy Valley up in here. We try to get different places each time we go. Here's another cemetery. I know there'd be another cemetery up in here somewhere. You want going up, you want to turn around. There's another cemetery. You've been sledding over a hill, ain't they? I'm going up just a little more to show these hollers off and stuff. I ain't been up in here in years. They got a cemetery down here too. No, there's the pay pond now. I was wrong. There is the pay pond. That's Dishman and Buck right there. Used to be a pay lake. They opened it up for a pay pond. It never did. I come out here and fished it when it was a pay pond. See how big it was when I was a kid. Over there, see the bench and stuff. That was a pay pond at one time. And it never did go over or something. They had it full of catfish. And yeah, they made a pay lake out of it. You can see where they had their little things here to put their fish in and stuff. Don't you know that pay lake? Yep, that was a pay lake. It's slick forward. That's what they called it, but this ain't really slick forward. I'm going to cross another little bridge here. I know there was a pay lake up in here somewhere. I was just determined to find it. That little fella, well, probably 10-year-old, got to come up in here and go fishing one time. We caught some big catfish out there. I forget what it was. They got, I don't know if that's sewer pipe. That's water pipe running out there. I mean, ain't many people. We're pretty much at the end of the holler up here now. But it's beautiful country. I know that. If you like the mountains, I think we are at the end of the holler, ain't we? No, we're still going. Lowe's and crab trees, and out on my end, a lot of Tuckers and Joneses and News and Keys. There's Lowe's up in here. Yeah, there's a lot of Lowe's up here in the head of this holler. Not kidding though, these people up in here. Still Wayne County. No, we're still going up the holler here. I know you can four-wheeler ride back there and come all the way back around on one ride and come back there. There's a pretty place too back up there. I'm gonna have a look at the road still though. I'm sightseeing too. I hope he's enjoying the ride. I'm kind of enjoying the ride. I know you can four-wheeler ride and go all the way around. It takes about half a day and come out on this road here from that other road we's on over there. I've heard tell about it's a good level ride. It ain't that rough. We barned out Cedar Hill. We didn't know we had all the riding in our backyard. We wanted for four-wheeling. And a lot of this land's on private loan still. Yeah, there's a corner marker. There's a paint on that rock there, but that timber been cut off that mountain. Yeah, it's private owned, but a lot of it it's private owned. But they, now we're getting up here in real pretty country. There's farmland. And, all these big logging companies come here and bought these mountains. This all this mountain land, and they lease it so much an acre, so much a year per acre. To hunt off of it, get the hunt rights for it. A lot of people goes in together, about 10, 15 of them gonna get 1,200, 1,300 acres. They've been logging in there, coming out where it ain't muddy, ain't they? Yeah, they've been logging in there. Four-wheeling or something, no mud on the road. No, that's a four-wheeler trail right there. Oh, somewhere back there. I don't know. There's an old house place. Some of them, that's probably in the 30s there. I think we're at the end of the road, ain't we? Are we? We'd happy at the end of the road. I'll turn around right here. We at the end of the road. What in the world's that down there? I am. I'm sightseeing, huh? How far does this go up in here? Oh, there's another cemetery, huh? Up Sandy Valley. There's grapes. They grow grapes there, make their wine with, I guess. Well, like I say, I've got several places out there where we've grown up and raised up at. I've got several different rides out there we can go on. A lot of mountains out there, and I can tell a lot of history about them because I know about them. I was born, raised, family, stuff. I don't know about these places. Just in the southeastern part of Wayne, or main southern part of Wayne County. I was raised in the northeastern part of Wayne County. And there's an old car. Look at that. There's an old car sitting there. That's what is that? Buick? An old Buick, I believe. Correct me, I'm old, but I'm not that old. It's a pretty country back in here. I know the name of this place, Sandy Valley. But maybe didn't get to tell a whole lot about logging or nothing, but this is more sightseeing than anything. And buffed and missed on the Black Panthers because there's no such thing. Somebody cleaned that off up there. A dozer behind one. Oh, there's a bunch of rows of hay, so they feeding. They cutting all these bottoms in hay. Mercy. I don't ever remember it being this far out here. There's no loader sitting beside the road up here. They're logging here. No, that's no. Now right there's the ones that get you hurt. Well, I've seen them load a lot of logs, them old case loaders like that. Probably where that can quit at. They just left it. Guy done a lot of logging with. He loaded one of them for years. Hyster type loaders like that. You could load high with them. That gun you had to watch. I think we're gonna call it quits because we all at the end of the road. Yeah, right here, turn around place. It keeps going on up through there. You can see the farmland going on up the holler there. Yeah. Now that road goes on. You can go off on 4-wheeler trails back up in there, but we're not gonna go. This is the end of the county road again. It's pretty country up in here, that's for sure. We done roads up in here. I'll pause you then. We won't backtrack so much. I thought I'd pick this mountain up right here where they're going to cut some roads around. I don't know if we'll pick up or not. You can see, I don't know if you can see it on camera or not, but you can see where those roads out around that cliff over there. Alrighty guys, we'll take you on out a little bit further. See how they zigzagged off that mountain with that skidder road that come down through there, back through here, back through there, zigzagged down it, keeping it being so straight up and down, logged it off the top of that long snake. You know, big clip bus right there, yeah. That's how we done it. Now we have hauled over a mountain like that. That might be a haul road coming off that mountain too. You can haul off pretty steep country back in here. Alright guys, I'll catch you here in a minute. We're gonna get them not backtrack ourselves too much. It's a nice dozer. What size is that? 650K with a winch on it. That's the type of winch dozers we use back in here. That's a nice outfit right there, guys. There you go, guys. There's some beautiful country back in here. I can't explain it by you'd have to be in the car with us to see the mountains and stuff. I'm trying to get it to pick up, trying to drive and do it too, but it's beautiful back in here. My old skidder back there we passed that had the motor out, it was a 440C, that's what I thought it was. That kind of little skidder. They mainly use big dozers back in here a lot too. 650 John Deere, the big 650 back there. Big winch on him. Dad had one of them new. I guess his was kind of big too. It looked bigger than that when it was little, but that's what they use. They're logged up on top of these mountains and stuff. But there's kind of a couple more neat things that's going to show up in here. It's just mainly been a ride. I didn't get really in discussion much. I don't know. Never did get took off talking, did I? I got a lot of people ask for ride-alongs, and that's really what this has been, just a ride-along through the mountains. There's been some old store places and stuff up in there. There'd be a lot. I mean, you can spend days up in here just looking around. Pretty creek right there, pretty. But I didn't get out in my end of the country to really. Where's that truck bed at? Right up here. Now this here's kind of cool. Hey, somebody made that for some reason. No, we passed it back there. So, or they cut an old, look like one of them old box trucks back from the 50s. Them old paddle wagons, what they call them. Look like an old paddle wagon they cut up and left it sitting there on the side of the road there. For some reason, I don't know why. But anyway, guys, I'd like to thank all of our new sponsors, all of our new subscribers. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. That's our next goal, and we pretty much getting back out of the mountains now. And it's been a pretty lengthy video anyway. I know I didn't talk about a whole lot, but no, it may be the old paddle wagon on up here. We might drive on up here before we show it. I'll show that truck bed. They've had that for something, but I don't know what. I would say they fixed that for the kids to stand in before these roads was fixed. They used to not have this road around through here like this, and to get in out of the weather and catch school buses years ago. But anyway, I don't know. But they lot of walnut down on that creek. I said there wasn't no walnut in Wayne County. There's quite a bit up in here, but really don't know much of the history of this place up in here. Just it's the very first south end of the county before you get into Tennessee. And maybe it's right here where I seen that bus at. It was right up here. It is, and I don't know why they would have it right here. We'll end it with this bus right here. That's an old bus. They cut it in half right there and left it sitting there. And they had to have that for the kids set in, didn't they? And here's the baptizing hole. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna jump off here. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the ride along. Maybe next time we'll get to do some more talking. And we'll catch you on the next video. Did I shut it off? No, I didn't. I'm still going. Now I'm blowing on.